Innocent III because he said the king had signed it under duress. And so much of the charter relates to events in the 13th century. But over the centuries, even though many of those clauses have long since ceased to be relevant, three in particular survive, and the one that everyone talks about is Clause 39, because it paved the way for the idea of trial by jury, because Clause 39 of Magna Carta said, no free man should be seized or imprisoned or stripped of his rights or possessions, or outlawed or exiled or deprived of his standing in any way, except by the lawful judgment of his equals or by the law of the land. Now, the idea of trial by your equals in the 13th century meant other barons and other aristocracy, not the rights of ordinary people. But because that was put down in law and then revised over the years, it has now become an accepted principle, and it is the foundation, if you like, for English justice and English democracy, and that's why people think it is worth celebrating all these centuries later.
How you go about celebrating it's quite tricky, isn't it? We've got copies in Salisbury Cathedral, Lincoln Cathedral too, at the British Library. But bringing alive this dusty old Latin text, it's quite a job, isn't it, for those people behind you who've got to do it?
Performance art. We have had various performances from local school children trying to give their interpretation of democracy. There are various signs that people have been dancing around, such as